Hey guys, Christian Max with Pro Golf House here, and today we're back bringing you something a little bit different. I'm playing a net tournament as a pro scratch at Pebble Beach on Garmin Home T Hero, and we'll get it started. So I'm going to be mentioning a few things in this video. I'm going to be talking to Home T Hero, be talking to the Garmin R10, why I like it, what I use it for in my lessons, and why you should. I'm not paid to say this, but why you should probably get one if you're big into golf. Garmin, the way that the price point is and the technology was there, especially, with the higher stuff. But Garmin have really done a good job of making it affordable, giving it to everybody, and making something that I would say is probably within 5-6% of the big boys as far as accuracy, which, from a $600 piece, it's fantastic. So we're playing the Home T Hero. This is it's at Pebble Beach. No altitude at sea level, because Pebble is, which is a little bit different. I'm from Las Vegas, or live in Las Vegas, so I'm used to that 2,000 feet that we're at. But the other thing is we're playing with range balls, so not the best balls, dimples, and obviously not going to compress as much. We're not going to see the ball speed. And I actually cracked my head last week on my driver, so I'm playing with a rental driver, right-handed stiff as well. So you see I usually don't hit some draws, but missed a little bit left in this video because I'm not used to the shaft, and trying not to spin it too much for sure. But we're going to get on to 3, finally getting loose. I think I hit this one 277, and or pretty close, yeah, 277 maybe, yeah. So that's a pretty good poke out there with a 40-degree weather and bundled up rental driver range balls, and we're gonna actually convert this for our first birdie of the day. So into why I like this, I like the weekly tournament aspect. Is very cool. Gives you the opportunity to compete. You can play it as much as you want. I've only played it once, and you're seeing the round, but it's fantastic because it does make you, while the penalty isn't as severe for missing it someplace like I did just there, it's going to allow you to, there's places you can and can't miss it. It's going to allow you to vary your clubs and not be able to hit 4 drivers in a row. Hit a great approach shot in there, and you can see it's going to, you're going to have to get really good at those 60, 50, 40-yard wedges. And, if you're not playing this, how do I want to say this? You're going to have to learn how to feel how far those yardage is instead of, really visualizing if you're not on the range. So great shot there, landed at pin high, just kind of rolled out. Probably wasn't the greatest spin reading on the range ball. And unfortunate, hit a good chip there, didn't quite fly it far enough. That's what happens. You got to learn how far to fly things. I'm a field player. It's tough for me to see it without visualizing it, but I'm really learning to feel that now and take full advantage of that. And just a hint, that's going to be our last bogey of the day. But yeah, you can see they're starting to carry 260 plus. Not bad at all. But the other, getting back to why I like it, it makes you think. It's like it, and when I use it for I tend to use it most for my higher level junior players, and I'll tell you why. I use it the most for course management and course prep. If they're prepping for a tournament, we'll go through there. You can see here, it has the yardage, it has the wind. There happens to be no wind this round. It has the elevation change. Good opportunity there. Just pulled the wedge a little bit long and left, and get away with a par. Don't take advantage of the par 5, but what can you do? So yeah, it's gonna allow you to work on how to manage a course. We get a great kick there on the iconic 7th, and that's gonna make up for it. Roll in, it's a nice bounce back. But yeah, it's gonna put all of the things that juniors should be thinking about course management wise. How far is it to that bunker? You can move the dial around, and it will show you right up here in the top right next to the yardage difference up and down. So all of these things, like you'll see right here, hit that one really good, because that was actually a 3-wood. That was the first 3-wood of the tee up. but you can see, you know, it's minus 10% power out of the rough. And it forces them to do math. And two, it forces them to take that into account. It's visually there for them to check. You know, if I can get them, I'll give them the tablet and let them work through, hey, I'm going to have you pick all your own lines, pick all your own shots. And, you know, it's all right in front of you. People tend to, especially the younger generation, tends to work better on a screen sometimes. And if you can play a game, keep it fun. And, hey, how far is it to that bunker? Where's your line here? You know, how far up and down is it? All of this stuff is directly in front of you. Where's the wind at? And it really just helps them take that into account. And we try to keep that in mind for when we get out on the course. You know, that's something that it's not going to be on the screen, but they've been looking at it and they've been seeing it. So hopefully it'll transfer over a little bit and they'll start to take those course management things that's shown to them on the screen into account. You know, it'll definitely help a lot of golfers, you know, that aren't high-level juniors out there as well, learn to manage their games. But, you know, between that and having a little bit of pressure and not being able, you know, not hitting the same club twice on the weekly tournament, you know, like I'm playing right here, there's no mulligan option. So, you know, it forces people to get, you know, another, you know, competitive feel type round under their belt. They can play it as much as they want. And, you know, I think this round took me 25 minutes. I've edited out, you know, me picking the clubs and stuff like that, and placing the ball down and getting the tee in the mat, stuff like that. But it took me, you know, 20 minutes to play 18 holes. Like, absolutely fantastic. I mean, where else can you get that? And you can set it up in your backyard. You can set it up in your garage. I mean, if you got a front patio or a front lawn that's halfway flat. But, yeah, we're starting to hit some decent shots here in a row. We've made a lot of pars, but let me tell you, the birdies are coming. Don't worry. I think that was a nice 8-iron there. 8-iron's my 165 club. I'm just feeling warmed up at that point and hit that one pretty good. Just turned it over just a little bit. But yeah, we're on to the 13th here. Came up and out of that one, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, I think that if you're a golfer, this is something that you should have. I mean, if you're fairly serious into it and you spend a decent amount of money on rounds. You know, great shot there. 124 yards. I think I played at 135 coming out of the rough. Just a pretty stock pitching wedge. And yeah, just pleased with it. Par 5 here. See if we can take advantage. Anchored at about 270 up the left. Again, kind of drawn. That's not my normal flight, but you know, you don't want to overspin it on the simulator. So, you know, I try to flatten it out, work on hitting a little bit straighter of a ball. And with that, you know, shaft that I wasn't used to is turning over a little bit. Excuse me. Good 3-wood up the left here. And good shot, but another missed opportunity on the par 5. This round could have been really low. I think I hit 13 greens, and, you know, I didn't have a lot. I think I had 2 or 3 that weren't, you know, tap-ins that I had to chip on. But yeah, overall, you know, played it really well. There's some more birdies coming, but it's good to get back. I'm starting to get into my competitive season, you know, and if I got an hour or 2 on the range in between lessons and I can't get out and play 9 holes, or the course is busy, or, you know, for whatever reason I don't want to work on something so much technique-wise in the swing, it's great to throw this on and just be able to compete. Anything that you can do, you know. Gosh, great shot there. Could have went in for the same price, you know. It's okay. We're knocking on the door. Had a few great shots in the hole in a row, but we're running out of time. But we are going to get on with it. We are going to make birdie here. We are going to put ourselves, you know, in a position with 2 holes left to really give ourselves a chance to win this net tournament as somebody playing with no handicap. We convert there, 121 yards, just a little under his stock pitching wedge. I think I played at 132, you know. I take 10% off for the rough, just doing my rough math here. Maybe 133. But this is one of those greens. This is where the Garmin R10 is tough, right? And I got a little bit lucky here, or maybe not lucky. I hit it pin high, you know, misses short. But if I get that to the back edge of the green, yeah, you might have a 50-foot putt in real life and the chance to two putt. But on the Garmin, you know, that is tough. You know, you have to, that's where sometimes it's easy to score, sometimes it's hard to score, sometimes you get a little bit boned. But great up and down there on the 17th, remain at 2 under, and squirrely on the drive, but cut the cart path, got over the water, which I think is gorse in real life for OB, but nonetheless, we got away with it, and I knew I had to capitalize, not get too squirrely on the second shot, make sure I missed it outright, and we did 3-wood out of the rough. We carried about 230, and we're able to scare the hole and put this one in tight to make a closing birdie at 3 under. And you're gonna see the leaderboard, 4 birdies to 1, 4 birdies to 1 bogey here. And yeah, you're gonna see the leaderboard here. We're really a net third position because the guy in second has played it twice and shot 2 4-unders. But yeah, a little bit different video. I'll have more of them coming if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe. I'll see you back for more.